Elevage is our newest wine beer hybrid coming out of the brewery Teru. This is a sour triple that was treated and aged on very, very sweet Roussanne grapes. So the concept was a dessert wine style beer. So what that means is we brought in late harvest Roussanne grapes, blended it with a barrel-aged triple, and then re-barreled that into fresh bourbon barrels. So the idea there is that we have a very sweet and viscous end product with great notes of bourbon and a beer base being that triple. So the beer came out really, really fantastic, and I'm pretty happy about it. Aside from flavor and taste, it really is a beer that conceptually follows the pathway. In other words, this beer turned out to be exactly what we envisioned it to be. Maybe even overperformed a little bit, which is always a good thing. When you hang grapes late into the season, you need to be really reactionary. You need to be able to pull the grapes at the opportune moment. So to be able to get that done, we worked with our buddy Kurt Shacklin at Sans Liege Winery. And some of you may recognize that name, Sans Liege, because we've done several collaboration beers with them in the past. So late harvest grape is something that's left on the vine past ripeness. So as something ages on the vine, as the vines are shutting down, basically the grapes on the vine start to desiccate. Desiccate meaning they start to raisin up a little bit. So the water part is evaporating, leaving behind a higher concentration of sugar. So that's why you'll buy a dessert wine, it might be 12, 13%, but there's still a ton of sugar in it. It's because it started so much sweeter than a standard grape must would start. So basically it ferments to a certain point, and then the alcohol or the yeast say, wow, there's too much alcohol in here. I can't party here anymore. So it stops partying, and then all the sugar starts partying. A lot of times when you age wine, that process of aging is the elevation of the wine product itself. So the name really comes from that, the process of taking something, blending it, putting it back into a bourbon barrel, and letting that product over age and time express itself. So really, really bold aromatics. It's got bourbon, obviously from the fresh spirit barrels that were used. It's got a little bit of a sherry type flora to it, where it's got a little bit of almond on the nose, and then the Roussanne grapes are really giving you the honeysuckle aromas. And just really a fantastic aromatic bouquet. As you can see, there's no head. This is a still product that's packaged in a wine bottle, 375 milliliter, and you can also see by the shape of the bottle, it's playing an ode to the dessert wine style packaging as well. Flavor-wise, it's sweet. It's got a lot of grape sugar in it, so very sweet. It's got a viscosity to it, the thickness that's really pleasing as well. And then, flavor-wise, it really is dessert wine and honey sort of experience. So I think it's going to play with food very well, and I think it's going to be in that the same types of food that pair with dessert wines you'll find pairing well with this. So I think, again, I know I probably always say cheeses, but this is going to pair really well with cheese, especially a really dry, funky cheese.